Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Albert, and welcome to another video, episode, blog, vlog, whatever you want to call it, of ACAT. And in today's video, as I try to do in every video, we are going to be discussing something that we can all in some way, shape, or form relate to. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, and as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about how we can deal with and better have patience with negative people. So I got a bunch of great little things we're going to go over here, and I hope it helps you. So without any further ado, let's get started. Welcome back, guys, and we all have negative people in our life, whether it's someone we work with, it's someone we live with, someone that we experience when we go out, whether you just go to this grocery store and the cashier's negative, or someone you just see. It's no matter where we are in the world, there is a negative person, negative people around us. Some of the things that I found today were from the amazing website, which I've used before in research, from lifehack.org. They have pretty much any kind of article over any kind of situation you're going on in your life, so check out lifehack.org. I will leave a link in the description below to this specific article that I did today's research from. First of all, first things first, when you're dealing with a negative person, first thing to remember is to not argue with them. Obviously, that person has their views about something, and they have their ideas and their opinions about a specific situation. And if they're being negative about a situation, say they do not support something, but it is something that you yourself support, the best thing to do is just completely try not to talk about that specific topic, because you both know that you're going to butt heads on it. Don't argue with them, because it's literally the only thing it's going to do is make it worse. It's going to make you more stressed out. It's going to make you feel more negative, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to try to help people, make them be more positive, be more happier in their life. So folks, don't be arguing. Number 2, empathize with them, which means put yourself in their shoes. Have you ever been annoyed by something before, and someone looked at you and is like, just relax? Let me tell you from my personal experience, if I'm annoyed about something and I'm being vocal about what I'm being annoyed about, and someone looks at me and is just like, just relax, it's okay, I promise you that does not help. That's why I don't tell people, just relax, it's okay, because it doesn't help. I feel like if you're really aggravated about something, it is important to vocalize it and get it out in a healthy and constructive way. Don't be going out there being crazy and negative and being just mean. Don't be doing none of that, but do it in a positive and a nice and kind way, and then the results are going to be much better for you and for the people around you. So before you start judging this person, or before you just start throwing shade at them, or whatever it is you do, empathize with them. Step in their shoes. Take a walk in their life. See what they have been through, what they're going through, before you pass any judgment, and before, just, if you're going to be their friend that they can talk to, be the listening ear for them. Think about what they're going through in their life, what they've been through in their life, before you really start giving them advice or start listening to them, so you can be personally and truly more empathetic with them. Number 3, lend a helping hand. You got a friend, family, loved one that says, hey, I'm really going through a hard time. Instead of just being like, oh, it's going to be okay, why don't you ask, hey, is there anything I can do? Are you okay? What can I do to help you? Do you want to talk? Do you want me to come over? Do you want to play a game of cards? Do you want to just, what is it that I can do? What can I do to help you? And instead of, like I said, don't be saying, it'll be okay, just relax. No one wants to hear that. Just say, what can I do? And be honest and sincere about it. Just don't be like, are you okay? Or don't just be like, is there anything I can do? And not mean it. Really mean it. Because there's going to come a point in your life where you're going to be annoyed and aggravated about something, and you're going to want someone there beside you. Number 4, stick to light topics. Of course, you can always try to go about talking about things to make them happy, or just saying things that will try to improve their mood, enhance their mood, make them happier. This is what we're going to do. If we're dealing with a negative person, us as believers in God and children of God and just overall good people, we want to help those people. So if it seems that the person is completely stuck in his or her negativity, the unhappiness may be too deeply rooted to address in a one-off conversation. Bring in a new topic to lighten the mood. Simple things like new movies, daily occurrences, common friends make for light conversation. Keep it to areas that the person will feel more positive and start to make them feel better. Number 5, which is extremely important in my opinion, is to ignore negative comment. One way to help the negative person to understand is to ignore the negative comments that he or she may say. If he or she goes into a negative swirl, ignore it or give a simple, oh, I see, okay. Do not feed into their negativity. Do not grow it. Do not throw gas on a fire to make it bigger. Just be, okay, I see. Just be neutral about the negativity. However, if they start to come around and say more positive things and happier things, Those are the things you should praise and to dive into head first to help build them up, to make them more positive and more happy. Number 6, praise the person for their positive things. Negative people are not just negative to others, they're also negative to themselves. If you already feel negative around them, imagine how they must feel all the time. What are the things the person is good at? What is it that you yourself like about the person? Recognize the positive things and then praise them for it. He or she will be surprised at first and might reject the compliment, but on the inside, they will feel positive about it. That's the first seed of positivity you're planting in them, and it will bloom in the long term. Number 7, if at all possible, hang out in groups of 3 or more. Having someone else in the conversation will work wonders in easing the load off of the person and yourself. In a one-on-one communication, all the negativity will be directed towards you, the person who is there listening to the situation. It will all be directed towards you. So it's better to have someone else who can kind of help take the load off. With someone else in the conversation, you do not have to wear the full brunt of the negativity and all the pessimism and all the things that are going on. This way you can focus more on doing steps 1, which is empathizing, as well as step 2, which is helping the person. Number 8, be responsible for your reaction. Whether the person is negative or not, ultimately you are the one who is perceiving the person as negative. When you recognize that, actually the negativity is a product of your lens. Take responsibility for your perceptions. For every trait, you can interpret it into a positive and negative manner. Learn to see the goodness of the person rather than just the negative. It may be tough initially, but once you cultivate the skill, it will become like a second nature. Number 9, reduce contact with them and avoid them. And this is the complete last resort. If nothing else you possibly have done or can do works, maybe it's just best to take a step back and give them room to breathe. If all else fails, reduce contact with them or avoid them altogether. If it is a good friend, let them know of the severity of the issue and work it out where possible. It is not healthy to spend too much time with the person or the people who drain you. Your time is precious, so spend it with people who have positive effects on you. Now we're going to look at a couple Bible verses which kind of reaffirm everything that I've talked about, which is just trying to be the positive person, be the good person in their life, and be a positive light in their life. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And I'm going to leave you with this one, which is kind of pretty much the golden rule. Everybody knows what the golden rule is, but here's the actual Bible verse that really confirms what the golden rule says. And it comes to us from the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12. "So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets." Guys, like I said, we all have negative people in our life, some of us more than others, and I know it. Sometimes it just feels overwhelming. Seems like if you're always around this person, whether, if it's a person that you kind of have to be around because you live with them or you work with them, the best thing we can do is pray for them and pray for God to give you the strength to get to them, to help them, and to get through the situation and be able to stay positive and happy yourself. Guys, I hope this helped, and if you know of anyone out there that it could help, share it with them. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode of ACAST. I hope everyone is having a safe, great, and healthy day, and of course, as always, that you are spreading love, peace, and kindness to everyone around you. Bye, guys.